back, guys. Today we're in Japan and we're heading to visit Ocean Beetles, a brand known for their vintage style helmets. Sam and Chris will be our hosts and will be giving us an exclusive behind the scene tour of the headquarters and what they have planned for 2025. Let's get started. What's up, Sam?
How you doing? Thank you for coming by. Appreciate it.
How's it going, man?
This is Beetle Japan. As you guys may know, we have a shop over in Huntington Beach, but this is where the real deal happens. So I guess we're starting the race frame shop, maybe?
Sure, yeah. So, well, background, I guess. Yeah. Ocean Beetle is like, we got a couple, I know in the States, like we have the Huntington shop and a little bit of presence, but out here, Beetle is pretty big. And we have a couple of other like subdivisions underneath the Beetle umbrella, you might say. Race frame being one of them. So race frame is a 36 to 47 knucklehead frame part and complete like replica frames manufacturer. So we manufacture parts here. There's like the main Beetle building, there's the bike shop division of it, there's a showroom in there for helmets as well as where they actually assemble in the back, and we'll get into that. And then race frame is over here and then some parts storage. So that's kind of like a general overview, but yeah. Anyways, let's head on in there. So we're actually gonna move out of this building into another warehouse within the next couple of months. So pardon the mess, we're at max capacity.
Got a lot of Sportster motors in here. We're tearing the top ends off and base gaskets, head gaskets, piston rings, top end, everything, valve seals. So that's what
clean them up, some preventative maintenance.
Yeah, yep.
So this is where they make all the frame stuff too, right? All in-house?
Yeah, so, well, not the Sportster stuff. So this is where the race frame stuff is made. And then we do shovel head hardtails out here as well, but we will be bringing these to the States hopefully this next year, but it's on the docket of shit to do. But yeah, no, this is our like fab shop. So got TIG welders, lathe, mill, tools, drill press, you know, just general stuff, some jigs. These ones are set up for the knucklehead stuff or shovel hardtails. And yeah, you can see some parts in stock here, race frame stuff. There's the display in that other showroom. You can see the parts over there. This one is like so it's like a Bridgeport copy or whatever. Yeah. But a Bridgeport style knee mill. But the nice thing is this thing's got a 40 taper and it's a vertical and a horizontal, which is kind of crazy. So you can spin the whole thing around and it's got arbors and.
This thing's like what, 3,000 pounds?
Oh, at least, yeah, at least. But it's a 40 taper, whereas like a Bridgeport's a R8 taper, just not quite as rigid. But yeah, no, that's another jig here. This one's the newest one, it spins. So Sportsters and other stuff will be going in that. But all the Sportster stuff will be going into, will be made in the US and done all out there, so.
He made this jig, Chris made this jig himself.
It's kind of like a rotisserie, huh?
Yeah. It's got a whole rotisserie and high lift jack, so you can raise it and lower it, and it breaks apart into two separate sides, and it's all modular or whatever. But yeah, like I wish it was a little more glamorous. There's like a grinding room in there that's just got a bunch of storage kind of right now.
This is what it's about, you know. This is raw of it, you know.
This is raw. It's not going to be as.
This is where stuff get made, right?
Where the work gets done.
For sure. But we are at capacity. So that's the general fab shop area, and then. But that is the other warehouse we're gonna go to, that's where we're gonna move all this over to. So, and then the bike shop side of it. So Beetle out here also, besides just doing helmets and apparel, is also, and the race frame parts, we import bikes, and they do customizing as well as some direct sales, but almost everything gets customized. So you can see that, yeah, there's some Sportsters kicking back here, and we'll go over the whole hardtail shit in a minute. But mostly shovel heads. Shovel heads are real popular here, especially cone shovels. This is the bike shop side.
Bike shop.
Oh yeah, they just redid this like within the past couple weeks.
Pretty good amount of space in here to get working the lifts too.
You got these guys working on.
Oscar, good job. Good work.
Yeah. Master mechanic right here.
Oh yeah.
Don't let his
young
devilish
guy
young
himself
looks
too,
fool
24 years old. Another young guy.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's working on shovels. They got some back there. We do most stuff in-house. Not like we outsource a lot of some motor stuff, but I do case repair, and then I'll do heads sometimes too. Humia will do the heads. I'll have him do them as well, like pull the guides and shit like that. So. but we don't hone cylinders here. You just don't have a honing machine. But they have a little fab section back there. Yeah, high security. And they're storing a bike in it right now.
Crazy setup.
Yeah, actually, you know, Humia did that, the gooseneck on that frame. Really? That was like one of the first projects him and I did together.
Wow.
When he started working here, so we goosenecked this one. So actually, this is a stock shovel head frame that was hardtailed and then goosenecked later at two different times. Yeah, it came to us hardtailed already. And then we goosenecked it. Yeah, so then the big thing, the big thing is the Evo Sportster hardtails. So when we go to this other warehouse, we have some over there where you can just see the hardtail itself. Yeah. But it's a hardtail kit for your Evo Sportsters, 88 to 03. Let me stand in front of one. We have 3 examples here, actually. So we're making these in the US. These were shipped out over here. I made a couple of prototypes here before we started making them in the US, but they're all CNC bent, laser notched, TIG welded, and in California. It's a 2-inch stretch. The drop, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it has more drop than like a TC Bros or, I don't know, most of the other ones on the market. So your frame center line, your motor sits a little lower. It's 1-inch tubing for the whole back section, 1.5 inches on the seat posts, and 1 5/8 on the backbone. So it all, that is a seamless blend under the tank. When we go and see the kits, you can see it's the 1-inch to 1.25 inch bottom tube junction.
Slug is
there's a
down
tapered
step
slug that's in there, so it blends pretty nice. This one doesn't have any pipe, like it's almost done, but not yet. Dimensionally, they're all the same, and like I had mentioned earlier, the actual like axle center line and the neck center line and the bottom tube center line and stuff like that are very, very close to a big twin, like panhead or a 30-degree rigid frame. This was the first batch and just proof of concept, and these got sent out here for customers to be built out complete. But this next batch should be coming at the beginning of 2025, and you'll get them in Huntington. Well, you'll go pick them up from Paul or whatever, and then so we'll be doing retail sales direct in the U.S. and there's a whole like product ecosystem of parts to go with this. So this has like, we'll see when we go to the other one, but there's like a basic kit. And this has been tabbed out for an oil tank and fender mounts and a battery box and stuff already. But the basic kit won't. So you can do it however you want. It'll come with the spacers and the hardware and the axle adjusters and shit like that. But then also as we roll out more product, battery boxes, like this one's got the battery box in it. Fenders, sissy bars, oil tanks are coming too. And then wiring harnesses is the last one. So that's actually what I'm working on right now. But it's a full, because out here we need turn signals and a horn and shit for inspection. Yeah, exactly. You can see some of it dangling off there. So we're going to be making full sealed, heat shrunk, sealed up harnesses for these, and we'll be making them in the U.S. So for all the various year models of Evo, for the 4-speed, the early 90s, the mid 90s, and the late 90s ones. So, and then probably maybe a Dyna S sort of like generic ignition one as well.
Tailored to the Beetle hardtail kit.
Yeah, they have a sealed fuse box that rides. I'll show you on the, I'll grab it when we go to lunch. But, so yeah, eventually it'll be like a pretty much plug and play kit. Like just cut your frame, weld it, and then plug in the harness and paint it maybe, or chrome it. The kick out past that battery box there, where the tube on the chainstay or bottom rail or whatever kicks up, it's that bend point is more closer to a big twin, and it's stretched out. It's not all the way up towards the seat posts, and there's some little stuff, but yeah, but they're all CNC, fucking bent, lasered out, TIG welded, 1020 DOM. Like, it's all nice shit. The seat on that white tanked one, Ren, our leather dude, he just finished that one up. So we'll do like a tall and a short and a mid, or like a solo style, and then like a, you know, a tall King Cobra-esque.
Yeah, he's doing a killer job.
Or King and Queen, excuse me, and a Cobra. King and Cobra. That would be a cool seat. And then the helmet stuff, I guess like that's Beetle, right? It's a long way to get to the base of Beetle. Yeah, the showroom here. The man in charge.
Hiroki-san.
Hiroki. Yeah, you guys have been pulling in a lot more apparel last year. Yeah. So much more apparel, which is cool. I think you guys are going to start getting more of this stuff in the States too.
Hopefully. I know they want it out there.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff, and then some of these are like, you know, other brands.
Other brands, collaborators with Beetle and stuff.
Yeah.
Flutter being one of them. And
yeah, for sure. But yeah, the apparel right now is actually pretty good. They're really banging it, like pants and everything like that. These are Beetle. They're not Dickies rebranded. They're
yeah, Ocean Beetle pants, not Dickies.
All branded out and everything. It's thick. So yeah, you should be getting them in the States soon, I think.
And these are all the race frame parts.
Yeah,
put
so
up on the wall.
This is like a blown apart frame, right? But all the castings, like we're having all the castings done out here. And we're actually, as we move into the new building, we're getting, moving to some CNC machines as well, and we're gonna pull all the machining in-house. We do most of it in-house already, but you know, we are outsourcing some of it to a shop out on the other side of the country here, and then we're gonna pull that in. But yeah, these are all investment, cast, lost wax, steel, so you can weld them. They're not iron. 36 sidecar loops. We got a lot of little kind of specialty parts, but we'll be fleshing out the rest of the sort of parts catalog with those from 36 to 47. And the website will be coming up soon too. The LACs, the MTXs, STR, the shorties, most of them. It's only 2 models, and they're not very popular models. Aren't done here. But the shells are injection molded up in Gunma, just north of here in Japan. And then we get shells, they paint, prep, assemble here. This is it. This is not like, no mystery here. So shipping area or whatever, they have some offices in there. Apparel stock. Yeah, there's the booth right here. You hear them spraying. So, they're spraying right now. But, damn, I was hoping you'd have a batch out. There's some recent ones right there. But we also are building a new booth at another spot as well. So, it's funny you get here and film like right as we're about to make this actually look impressive. But yeah, no, so we've got, I think, a lot of colors you guys never ever see in the States. There's also all these collaborations with brands here that, you know, we make like 300 of them or something. Like that one's pretty wild.
This color we don't have out in the States.
Mm-hmm.
Neither we do this one or this one. That's nice.
Yeah, this is stock storage here, and then they sand them in the back corner over there. There's just like a little, you know, filtered area, and then in here,
Come inside.
The army at work.
The YouTuber. Yeah. All handmade, hand assembled by our favorite
Loving
mama-sans.
hands. Made in Japan. But yeah, so you can see them. They're throwing the edge trims on them. The machines behind the curtain right there are all our riveting machines where they put in all the rivets. And some of the leather work we do here, some of it we outsource to a dude right down the street. Torque Leathers, he's great too. And he makes like a version of our helmet, because we also will supply mostly finished helmets, and then certain brands, they'll like customize them out their way here as well. So yeah, there's a big old dealer network and stuff out here.
Arigato.
I was saying, there's nothing really like hide, or like not, this is just the manufacturing business, So But it's a bike business through and through. Like we don't make anything else besides motorcycle shit. So
People who know Beetle in the U.S. would be surprised to see the scale of
seriously, dude.
things here.
I was surprised.
Yeah, I was too. Especially, I was
here's
working
some
there
other
for
shit too.
months, and then
Oh, my parts came. Nice. Finally. Paisley liners and stuff like that. Yeah. We've got all kinds of stuff coming in.
concept visors. That's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of the apparel. Yeah, I'm trying to get you guys set up with apparel out there too. I've been pushing for it.
How you doing? President Ocean Beetle.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
It's the Lnspltblvd. We know.
Yeah, I know you.
Good to finally meet you.
Yeah, you're here for Moonice?
From Moon Eyes, yeah.
Nice. For the first time?
First time.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
The mountain roads here are truly amazing. The best road riding I've ever done is here. Because like after joints this last year, I rode down there, but then I left them and they went back, and I took like 4 days off and rode up into the mountains and camped and shit. And like just I did like a little over 1,200 kilometers that trip or whatever. Which is not crazy, but it's mostly tiny mountain roads. And they're just like the roads are so smooth.
So this is the third warehouse you said? Or
Yeah,
the newest?
This is going to be the race frame. The Sportster assembly are like sort of shipping for parts fulfillment and stuff like that. We're also looking to, Lou's been talking about this for a while, is doing a small distro business for kind of boutique Japanese part guys to the US, like, and vice versa. Like Daikobe or other sorts of dudes who make really bitchin' shit, and they just like, how do you get it in the States? You gotta like email them or stuff. So we'll set it up, and then this is gonna be, machine shop is going over here. We're gonna get got a 3-axis CNC mill. It's gonna sit in this square after. Yeah, so this is gonna get built up, but this is gonna be the main fab area and all those race frame parts too.
Yeah.
This is where we'll pull all that machining in-house and do it here. So we had a guy who started working for us, and he was a manual lathe machinist, and so these are his. So once he moved out of his space, he sold them off to us. So these are super, super nice.
Yeah.
It's a MS850 for any lathe horse out there, and what's the other one?
You got a chuck on that thing, man. It's
Yeah,
huge.
they're sick. They're a little wrapped up right now to keep them from getting too dusty, but
This is like what, a 12-inch?
oh yeah, this is a big one. I think this is a 12 or a 13 inch, probably 300 millimeters plus swing at least.
Can't imagine how heavy it is, man.
It's very heavy. But these are in great condition. The ways have almost no wear on them.
Yeah.
And it'll cut inch and metric threads too.
How old do you think these are?
These are probably early 70s, mid 70s.
Sick.
And then over there, I think they're going to build out the sort of assembly area. So we're trying to decide if they're going to build the bikes how you saw it over there in the little bike shop area.
Yeah.
Or if we're going to set up over here. I got to talk with Mia more about that. And then we'll do bike storage in the back. But yeah, this is some, among other things. But
Dang.
yeah.
It's hella bikes.
Yeah. Some of it we're holding for other people too, you know. You know how it is when you got space.
Yeah.
You suddenly have lots of friends. Yeah, there's shovel heads here. Some of these have been spoken for, you know, they're just waiting to go in the chopping block. Some of these were just like, of course with the exchange rate and everything too, you know, try and buy them at the right time. There's lots of Sportsters in and around here. Shovel FXR.
Dang, this is some exclusive stuff right here.
Shit, in the dark. But like these are all the Sportsters.
I feel like I'm in America, like a freaking barn, dude. Right? Americans pickers and stuff. That show.
This thing is cool, but it's not ours. It's got space.
Yeah, I think so. wearing a 1750cc.
Yeah, race bike, dude. Crazy.
Big old wax style cylinders and comes with a dual front head setup on there. I don't know anything about it.
Sorry.
Dang, this place is huge.
Yeah.
Were you in my guy? This picture you have in the room?
Which one?
This guy right here. Does it say on there? Check it.
47.
Dang, look at that tank badge, dude.
Yeah.
There's this one, there's that one back there
Also
too.
sick
There's
as
another
fuck.
nipple over here.
The Speedo.
Yeah. Looks like glows up in the dark, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. It looks so sick. Right outside in the dark.
Thing's worth a lot of money. Can't imagine the insurance in this whole warehouse is.
What's that?
The insurance?
Oh yeah, I know.
The Honda monkey over there.
I know.
Oh yeah, those are
Z50?
Hiroki's actually. This is Hiroki's too.
Dang, look at that, dude.
This is
He's
Hiroki's?
sick.
Yeah. No, this one's not.
I was gonna say.
This thing's sick. These are super rare.
Yeah, it's
It's a
Oh, yeah.
Norton styled frame with a
Sportster motor, huh?
with a Sportster motor in it. I think they made like 13 of these or some shit.
Say 13?
Yeah, maybe.
Shit.
And
trying to tell you,
you know Sundance, the performance Harley shop out in Sutter or whatever.
Yeah.
They were the exclusive importers for the, or like,
Wow.
I believe they were the exclusive. I think they were designed in the UK and then they were made in like the US somewhere.
I think it's my first time seeing a bike like this in
I've
person.
never seen it. Yeah, I've never seen one of these before. It's dope though. It's got like the wheels are legit magnesium wheels. It's got full Brembo brakes
It
and
looks hella British, huh?
it's a Norton based frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's cool.
Oh, dang, look at this one, too.
A little Honda Dream back there.
Yeah.
I got that from JJ.
Really?
Yeah.
What's he doing with that thing?
It was his father-in-law's.
This thing is sick as fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Put this in my carry-on, take it home.
Look at them wheels, though.
Yeah. Fold down bars too.
Well, I was here last time when I had the Chess 70 at home. I'm gonna get that shit going.
That Honda right there too, with the yellow tank. I forget what the
yeah.
model is. It's some Japanese only. This is like a 2011.
You know who was riding that thing around last
Yeah,
time?
it's not old.
Wow.
It's like maybe it's like 2018 or something. But 230 under that 250cc inspection limit.
Wow.
So you never have to get these inspected
Sick.
for the under 250. Oh, you can see the hardtail.
Oh, yeah.
Right, that was the other thing here. See him up there? I'll pull him up.
I got it.
Get a pretty one.
So these are done there, pretty much, right? Let's bring them over there in the light.
Yeah, throw it over. We can take it outside too.
I think right here would be better. I saw maybe too noisy for the.
Dirty outside. Who cares? This one's pretty good. Yeah. So that was the thing too. Like we did a couple, and there were some issues with the welder that we had outsourced to. So they pulled it up, and I'm not sure which gen this one is, but
So these were made in California, right?
yeah.
And shipped over here.
Yeah.
I like this a lot, man. We can adjust the brake.
We'll redo the. So that's So like the basic kit I was talking about is like this. That would be it. So see, it doesn't have the tray, oil tank tabs, fender mount, or a brake tab, but it will still come with your axle adjusters, hardware,
Yeah.
the spacers, all the resized stuff for the motor mounts.
I never realized how freaking skinny the Sportster frames are.
Yeah, super
Right?
narrow.
Hella narrow.
And the case, you can see all the indents in the frame.
Yeah.
For the case, like the clearances, they really cram that thing in there.
It's for the oil pump.
And then the center line of the motor is offset to the left, so that's a big, huge clearance notch in there. But the kit would be like this. So you would buy the basic, if you omit the tabs, because these are prep for us. But it would be this in a half. Form.
Yeah.
You see this?
You don't need
the
a lot of
slugs right
imagination
here,
for
the
that one again.
tapered slugs, 1.25 inch, or I don't know the exact OD of this, but it slips into the 1.25 inch.
Yeah, they're
and
1.25
steps down to
This is all TIG welded?
1.25 to,
Yeah.
Yep. Whole thing.
So, and then the next batch too, like these ones, they sat, but I'm having the, I just actually talked with them a week ago, but They're going to they're going to descale all the tubing for us.
Yeah.
So no more mill scale, so they'll come shining.
Whatever. Ready to
So the welding
Yeah.
weld appearance is excellent. I think this is the first or second batch, dude. Yeah, this stuff now is great. I'm very happy with the This one's pretty good. I think this is from that guy. Maybe.
I like this plate a
I was
lot.
doing all the
Yeah.
all the welding
Thanks.
basically in house for the first couple, like a month or two.
Yeah, you had to make those first too.
Yeah, production. Like,
'Cause
we're
I
doing
did
production
10
of the
that
hot
first
toys,
order.
Yeah, and then
I think I made
we
3.
moved to manufacturing
Yeah.
efficiency.
But this is next year. I gotta redo this was just a temporary one, but we're gonna make a like soft tail style with a pin, and then we'll machine out. We gotta get the CNC in, but we'll machine out a new caliper bracket so you can reuse the stock caliper.
Oh, sick.
But you'll just have a new bracket, and it'll have a retention pin, soft tail style, if anybody's familiar. Where it's got a slider thing. It's a captive slider. But yeah, that's more or less it. When you, oh man, I know you're shooting raw video, but like, cause you have those two in Huntington that are like that's what the production ones are gonna look like. Cause the biggest change from these first batch to the ones that will be available in the States is the radius on these seat stay and this crossover. This is like a 3 1/4 inch centerline radius, and we're gonna move to a 7 1/2. So that gets like this.
Right there, yeah.
This
Spooky
one.
style.
Yeah. So this is a I think this is actually the first one I made. Yeah. This was the first prototype.
see the difference
It's rusty
here.
enough to be,
Yeah.
It's more
but
aggressive.
yeah, it's got a much larger, softer bend in there. Dimensionally, it's the same, but just visually, it's a little more. So that's what I mentioned earlier, waiting on the die. It's the thing that's catching us up right now.
Sick.
This is actually one of the first Sportster hardtails. But yeah, you pick like the day that it's totally blown apart, but
It's okay. More
yeah.
raw.
I'm saying if you're here tomorrow, it'll be heat shrunk, but harnesses are coming together, so they fit up in here, sealed with a. So all your relays and your turn signal stuff, 2 spare fuses if you want to run a phone charger, or here the toll roads have a
ECM.
card, yeah, or
What they call the toll thing?
yeah, the ETC.
ETC.
So yeah, I got shit all zip tied up for clearance, but yeah, so the harness that gets all bound up. There's a mount. You can talk about 3D printed test pieces. So then we'll laser them out after, and they get welded up into the frame. And it's all TXL. It's all good shit. All the wire's good shit.
Yeah. It's clean.
Reuses the Deutsch connectors, the stock stuff. So it's all plug and play. But yeah, that'll be a little later this year. Or next year, I mean. This is the 98 and up. Then I'm gonna do the 94, 95, the 93, whatever. The mid 90s one that has the separate ignition module.
In the early 90s and the
Yeah.
diamond ignition module setup. The little baby blinkers.
Yeah. Those are pretty bright though.
Yeah.
This bike's sick.
Yeah, but like this bike, there's like nothing really on it, but I was just throwing this one together out of parts, like, cause they're usually building more like 60s, 70s style stuff over there.
Yeah.
But I was just trying to see how much you could get more like a little kind of 80s tough guy ish with as many stock parts as I could use, like to keep the cost down.
Yeah.
So like I picked and chose some parts from various bikes, but there's nothing really crazy on this at all. It's gonna be just production parts. Yeah, the frame is like, it's a pretty blank canvas.
Yep. Any which way you
It
want
is a
it.
blank canvas,
So
right?
we're building so many different styles of sporties with these, like
Yeah.
performance style, 60 style, 70 style, tough guy style, Frisco style. Like you go crazy with this stuff.
We're about to see Chris's personal bike.
Chris's.
I started this project a few years back, and I was gonna build it for Moon Eyes, but then I ran out of time and money.
See a Jenny shovel right there, huh?
Yeah. So I know somebody's gonna see this and be like, I remember that thing.
Dang.
Yeah, I made a roller and then I ran out of money. And time, really. So maybe next year. I don't know. But this isn't a Beetle.
Is the tank mount down here?
Yeah, it's rubber mounted underneath.
Look how skinny it comes off first top tube. That's so sick.
Frame's all chrome ollie.
And that is
Super light.
Oh, damn, it is so
It's
skinny.
It's about 30, 31 pounds.
31-pound frame.
3 up, 1 out. Fixed rear axle. Trans is raised. 8 over 41 front end. Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of like I made the hubs like on a manual lathe out of a piece of billet.
Crazy. Yeah.
Like a mill too, but like they're all been manually machined. Front tube. Had Excel or had Buchanan's out in, where the fuck are they? Pomona or some shit. They sent them all my dimensions and they custom punched all the holes in the rims and made me custom spokes and all that sort of shit.
Oh, the trees.
Trees I made.
Dang.
So they're all covered because I polished all this shit a while ago, but it's probably all nasty now from sitting. 2021 I did this frame. So
This is a one-off frame right now, right?
yeah, it's one off.
Crazy.
Super new, but it's a 41 off that Evo Touring model front end, and then I machined it and fit dust seals from like a Honda CB.
His little permanent seat pan.
Yeah, you get it. It's funny how like single down tube bikes have gotten more and more popular. It's so sick. I love them, and so it's funny when I started this, it was like I'd be talking with like Ben and like Reese, and it was like us. A couple other random people, but now there's like Ben is cranking those intruder frames out or whatever whatever they're called. And Ben's a good dude, so it's cool to see other people doing it.
You did all the welding on this, huh?
Yeah, it's all double pass tigged, like a trophy truck.
And this welding from Molly.
Yeah, it's not all the same thickness tubing. There's 120 wall, there's 095, there's other shit in there.
Welding from Molly's
But the motor was next, and it's got a. It's a 93 cubic inch, 4.5 stroke with 3 5/8 bore. I got a set of Speed and Science billet cylinders and shit for it.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to run a full like billet looking motor, so I'm gonna hand round all the corners on the fins and have them probably vapor blasted.
Did you get the motor here, or you?
No, I bought this in the States actually a long time ago, and then I had it for a little while, and then I brought it out here. No, I bought it after I came out here, but I had it stored in the States, so I wasn't sure. I got a great deal on it, so. But then I was like, yeah, I got motivated. I was gonna build a bike for a show, but yeah. So the motor was next, but motor part, right? Hot rod shovel head motor parts have gone way up in price in the past couple of years. So. And I just moved this over here like a couple weeks ago, right before I left, because there's no space to work on it for a while.
What was this before?
This was like, this was pushing a corner over there with a bunch of bikes, and before that it was in the blue container at the other thing when it got pushed out of there, and it was in the race frame shop when it was just me. Yeah. Because then I had space, so I had it on a rolling cart like that one, and then I just pushed it into the corner, but I don't know.
Sick.
But it'll be a big motor. I got a huge line lever cam for it, and there's a really good Hayes motorcycles. Actually, check them out when you're at the show.
Thanks.
Hayes is down in they're in Congo Island here, but he's a super good motor builder, and I'm gonna work with him to do some head work on these too. But the tank is just like a throttle addiction or something shell, but it's been heavily cut and sectioned, and the crown of the top, like I cut it in many pieces and then put it back together. So I can't believe it didn't rust after sitting here for so long. This side probably looks terrible, but so we'll see. Get around it.
That's right.
Everyone needs a project.
All right, next we're gonna check out Sam and Khang's bedroom. This is MTV Cribs.
Yeah, I'll show them Rand's weather room real quick too. A little crowded in here, but Randy getting down in there.
Oh, it's a leather room?
Yeah, this is the bedroom. This is his leather room. He comes in here and he sews up all the seat pans. He has a seat pan right here he's working on.
Oh, nice.
The seats outside, all the helmets, like lining inside too for all the premium versions of the helmet that we're going to be coming out with. So, all handmade. It's pretty good. He used to make shoes.
Oh,
Yeah, so he knows what he's doing.
that's cool. All right, Khang didn't really talk, so this is your chance to shine, dude.
There you go. This is a lounge area for business meetings and stuff like that.
Yeah, you already spend a lot of time this time over
Labor distribution stuff.
Sick.
Yeah.
Nice and open. That's what I like.
Yeah, it's pretty big in here. We need a TV right here or something.
This little
Kitchen. Everything
dang
we need is pretty far.
kitchen with a view, man.
Right?
Yeah.
The stove, a rice cooker, water heater thing, coffee maker, fridge, all the snacks. Yeah. And then here's the toilets.
We got sleep then.
Oh, and this room.
Oh,
Good thing I made my bed this morning.
You don't have anything incriminating, right?
Hopefully not.
this is as raw as it get, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dang, it's spacious.
Yeah, it's pretty spacious. Got everything. Little beds. Full size bed too, pretty fire. I was expecting to sleep on a twin or something. And yeah,
Yes.
and there we have a shower and a sink too, so it's solid.
Oh, this thing see the whole workshop,
Yeah,
huh?
it's a shop,
Yeah.
right there. Guys out there working late, we're trying to sleep work here sometimes. The lights are on.
That's cool.
Pretty chill little spot.
Yeah.
Bare bones, but it gets the job done. It's got heat, it's got a bed, it's got a toilet, and it's got Wi-Fi. That's all you need.
This is luxury, man.
Yeah.
It feels like a.
With $1 million view outside when all the bikes are out there. Shit.
Yeah. Sick.
Mufflers with other accents.
This is the master over here, right?
He's the man.
It's on.
With the double strap. This second sample he's saying is out, but it has actually a split right here. So as you adjust it, this can slip in and out. There's a captive piece of leather inside. So yeah, he doesn't have a sample here right now, but you want to shoot? Oh yeah. So this is this joint right here. See, there's that captive.
Yeah.
So as you pull the strap forward or back, depending on whatever your head shape is, it doesn't wrench that thing into the back of your neck.
That's cool.
Yeah, these are really nice. You're killing it on these.
Got it.
Thank you. Good man.
YouTube 出ちゃうけどいい。
NC の方ははい。
なんか
もう少し早く。
Two, three. All right, Ocean Beetle. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Lou. Well, yeah, that's it for Ocean Beetle's Japan tour. Right?
Yeah, you saw the whole thing. We're like in a weird kind of transitional mode right now, but it's cool. You got to see the whole operation in its transitional state. So thanks for coming by. Yeah, you got to see the whole scope of it and some of the stuff that's going to be coming to the U.S., like the Sportster hardtails and apparel and other shit. So I think that's it, man. You saw a lot of shit while you were here.
Yeah.
So, thanks.
Oh, thank you for showing me around, man.
Thanks for coming, man.
Thanks,
Appreciate
dude.
it.
Thank you,
It
Chris.
was good meeting you.
Yep.
Come by anytime.